Hello friends, Strawberry here, and we're doing another Dinkum speed build, and we're starting out by killing some crocodiles, because there's not a peaceful mode in creative. You have to use the wishing well, which I don't care. I think it's fun. I like chaos, so I don't mind the alligators trying to randomly kill me every time I walk outside of a tent. But today we're working on Melvin's furniture. I don't actually know the name of his building, his establishment. We're just gonna call it Melvin's furniture, but this speed build, I'm actually really proud of, and I had a pretty good vision for what I wanted when I started this build, and I think it really came together. I'm gonna be honest, I filmed this a while ago, probably like a week and a half ago, and I do not remember everything I did. I just know it came out well. So we're gonna be in this together. But because he does furniture, I wanted him to have like a backyard, what do you call it? A backyard workshop. That was the main thing I wanted for him. And I think I accomplished that quite well. And I like where I positioned his house too, because he can overlook the pond that's here, I guess. See, it's a little pond. And I had to put the fence up so he doesn't get killed by crocodiles like I almost was. But I did like the idea I had for this. I think it came together really well. So, to start off with his workshop, I'm putting a bunch of the tools, like the table saws and the stone grinders, the crafting tables, of course. I think I used the advanced crafting table as well. The charging stations, the repair stations, all of it, all of that. And I then wanted him to have a little. Oh, yeah, I put some tables down too so he can actually work. And then I wanted him under this pergola. Is it pergola? Is it pergola? How do you pronounce that? I don't know. Let me know. But I say pergola. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I say. Under this pergola, I wanted him to, now I'm doubting myself. Is it actually pergola? Question mark? Unknown? Unsure. I wanted him to have a little resting area. And he's an old man, so I wanted him to have this like old man looking leather couch. And later I replace that table for a barbecue so he can like grill out, and I put like a cooler there where I imagine he's probably got a lot of beer and stuff. It's just kind of like his little relaxation area so he can sit outside and drink a beer and, make a burger and enjoy the view. That was really what I was thinking when I was doing this. Oh, I also added a weapon stand because I was thinking maybe he makes weapons, maybe he crafts weapons. I don't know. I know it's a furniture store technically, but maybe he has a side passion. Yeah, I really like that little area. I also put a coffee cup on it. He's drinking his coffee in the mornings. You know how old people are. They love to sit and drink their coffee outside. Uh so yeah, I put some flowers and stuff because even though some of these builds are very different from my actual aesthetic, which I wanted to be like very naturey and not like Animal Crossing nature vibes, but like very naturey, a little bit of like fairy, mystery, mushroom, kind of situation. So when I have more modern builds like this, I still want to add that nature element to it, even if it may not 100% fit the person. So I do put a lot of flowers and things like that around. And look at that lightsaber. Here's me replacing with the barbecue. What is it called? The grill, I guess. That's what it's called. A grill. And I also got the idea. I was like, you know what? Melvin gives me the vibes that he would have a dog. He just gives me dog vibes. So I built him a little fenced in dog area. I think it's that dog right there that inspired me to do this. So I gave him a water tap and a bowl, and I gave him a little rock friend, and that's the dog over there, a little black doggy. Changing out the lampposts because I didn't like that they weren't, the same like darker wood. We don't have any hardwood lampposts that are decent looking. We need more lamp options. Now this area over here has nothing to do with Melvin, but I did it while I was doing Melvin's house. So I just kept it in. And it's more of like a little secret fairy garden is what's happening here. It's a little secret fairy garden. So you get bonus content. Because it's not necessarily for Melvin. It's just, when you play these games and you're creating and terraforming and stuff and you're making a city, you have to. Oh, did you see my terrible spelling? You have to fill in the blank spaces. Well, you don't have to if you want to leave them, that's fine. But I don't. I like clutter. I like maximalism. So I did want to kind of not fill every single corner, but this seemed just like a good little spot to have a hidden fairy garden. So that's what I'm doing here is making a fairy garden. And I think it comes together quite nicely. Here's me getting distracted and grassing everything. The amount of recoloring of grass I have to do all over my island is so daunting because I'm gonna have to lift so much crap up. But that's neither here nor there. You see me get distracted because I almost go off and start grassing other areas, and I was like, Sam, focus. We're recording. Get it together. So, yeah, this will be a little fairy garden. And the way I positioned it too was so Melvin could see into the fairy garden. Because, see, I put this hedge up to isolate it from the other side, but I don't put that hedge all the way around. I only do it on it's not four corners, it's not a square, but see, I leave it empty right there. So that way Melvin can also just see it in general. And I put a little bench there and things like that. I love me a good fairy garden. Wait till you see my speed build I did for Rain and her farm that I gave her. It is a lot. It is very fairy garden-esque. So look forward to that. And I let it come out on the other side, which worked out because I do actually end up building to the right of this. So it all loops around. And I started putting flowers down. We need more flowers in this game, I say, as we still already have a lot of flower options, but I think we need more. We definitely need more bush options. It's not enough. There's only 4. But see, it wraps around. And I gave him that swing. Wow, I didn't show myself putting down that swing. But I love that little swing because I don't know about y'all, but my grandpa has a porch swing, has a outside porch swing, and that's the vibes that swing was giving me. And I've played this game a lot. I've played it for like 100 and something hours. So every time I come over, like I'm walking by and I come over to Melvin's house, he's always sitting on that swing. And it's such a grandpa vibe? So I love that. And I did drop some bones in the doggo's house. Look, see, he's sitting in it. He looks so cute. But yeah, this is the finished product of Melvin's furniture. I think it came out great. I'm very, very happy with it. It's pretty much exactly what I envisioned I wanted. I mean, granted, I didn't know, you know, everything, like every detail that I wanted, but I still think it came out really well. I think it fits his vibe a lot. And I like how creative I was with it, with doing like an outdoor workshop and like the old man vibes of a front porch swing and the grill and the beer and the old leather couch that he's had for 60 years and the dog, you know? I mean, that's basically, what I feel like he embodies. Look at that doggo. He's so happy. But yeah, I had a great time with this. I'm very, very proud of it. Honestly, even though I've done several builds since me recording this voiceover, I still think Melvin's is one of my favorites. I think my museum is my favorite, and I think Melvin is probably my second favorite because it just came out so nicely. So, and here's a sneak peek of the And here is a peek of the fairy garden that I finished. Just a little nighttime view of it. I think I'm going to go back and plant some mushrooms because at this point I didn't know you could plant the mushrooms. So I'm going to plant some mushrooms in those empty spaces. But it still came out really well and I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're building in Dinkum and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!